Hello, everyone, and welcome to my happy place. I hope it becomes yours as well. Hello, my crafty friends. So, today we're working on some things for the journal that I'm working on, and I had some tags that I had purchased from Etsy. I don't remember the shop's name. I'll have to try to post it in the description below. Anyways, I had bought this kit, and these were some of the tags in it. I had gone through a bunch of them and picked some of them for this particular journal that I'm going to do. And so I just need to prep them and get them ready. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm just kind of punching holes in them because I need to put, I'm going to put some enforcers on some and some tabs on some others. And that's what I'm doing right now, is just picking some enforcers to put around them. I don't know that they're necessary. You don't have to have them, but I think they just add something extra, make it look, nice. And they do help enforce it, but they aren't necessary. You don't have to do them if you don't want to. But yeah, I just like them, so I do them. I guess that's the whole point of that. I do want to note that it is, when I punch the holes, it is easier. I do like to put a little dot like where I want them. It's just easier for me to punch them that way. That might be a little thing that's helpful to somebody to try to, get them fairly centered. I eyeball them. I don't measure them or anything. I'm not that particular about them. And they usually turn out pretty good. But if I just do them willy-nilly and without the little pinpoint hole, then sometimes they're quite a bit off. So I've learned my lesson. So I tend to put the little pencil mark, and you don't see it because it gets punched out. So that works out just fine. And so that's what I'm doing. And I don't know. There we go. And I'm using art glitter glue for these because it dries quicker. Of course, my bottle it's almost out on that little bottle. I'm just babying it to try to get the last little bit out of it that I can before I have to try to refill it again. And on the backs of these, I had gone ahead and stamped. I have a rubber stamp that's got some lines and a little postmark. And I figured I would do that because I want the person that gets this to be able to use these tags as journaling spots or places to put notes or what have you. And so I had gone ahead and stamped those on the back of them as well. Those don't come on them. And I'm just kind of trimming up some of the white spots from printing and deciding that I really probably need to ink these. You know how my aversion to white and white edges is. So even though this isn't like a vintagey journal really per se, I still think it's fine to just ink them. I'm not really going for the effect of make them look old. I just have an aversion to the white edges. It's just a personal preference, and if they don't bother you, then just leave them, I guess. And you can do whatever you want with them. Leave them, cover them up. That's, kind of up to you what you do with yours. But this kit was really actually pretty cute. I think I originally saw it on Biddy Penny's channel, actually, and thought that it was cute, and so I went to where it was and just purchased it. Now we're going to put the tabs on. I don't have a whale tail punch. However, on Cricut, there is in Design Space, there's a template, like somebody had designed one. And so I went in and did a bunch of them. I did some larger ones, I did some smaller ones, and because I like that design, but I just didn't want to spend the money purchasing the tab punch itself. I may sometime eventually, but actually I kind of like the Cricut to be able to use it in Design Space with Cricut, because then you can make them whatever size you want. I can make them as big as I want or as small as I want, and I don't have to have multiple punches. So that is one good thing about Design Space and Cricut. And I just printed a sheet of them or cut a sheet of them and, you know, put them in my little thing. And I'm just picking some additional tabs for this. For these, I figure these need tabs instead of punches at the top. They're kind of square. So, and I try to find, like, I pick a color or something that's in the design and kind of try to pull from that. Usually, there was kind of like that yellowy green color in there. So I decided to use that. And for that, I'm actually going back to another type of, that's actually, that whole reinforcer type thing is actually from just discarded packaging that somebody, you know, that we would have normally just thrown away. And I just cut them out I inked around them, and they work just fine. They're a little bit heavier, so it gives it a pretty nice little tab there. Now I'm just going through some of my ribbons to put some frillies on through these, and I'm gonna use some of the blue eyelash. I love that eyelash yarn for sure. I use it a lot. I just think it's whimsical and it looks really cool, and so I'm gonna use that on one of them. I don't know, one of these I think I tie backwards. Usually the very first one I usually get it backwards, and then I have to untie it and do it again. Oh, maybe I didn't that time. I probably will on one of these. The odds are. I forget, but I kind of feel like I did that. Some of the shorter pieces of ribbon that I had, I actually tied onto, I had punched some holes along the edge of some little cards that I had that were my kids when they were little, just alphabet cards, and I just threaded the ribbon through there and stuck it in my little basket to keep it organized, because I just recently actually did this, and I saw somebody using playing cards to store their lace and stuff. Oh, see, there's the one I did backwards and I had to redo. Told you there'd be one at least. And so I had gone through, I had all my ribbon just like thrown in like a big box with a lid, and I would just kind of rummage through it when I was looking for ribbon. But this way I like it a lot better. I have it in two little containers, a basket and a little container, and it's a lot easier for me to find and get what I need. It makes it much more efficient for me, and this system has worked actually pretty well for me. I'm kind of impressed with it, and I'm appreciative to the person that I saw that from. Although, once again, I can't ever remember names. But I'm not going to take credit for the designing, because I didn't do it. This one, I really wanted orange to pick up those flowers, and I didn't have any that was thin enough. So I just took a piece that was thicker and cut it in half. And it did fray a little bit, but I'm really kind of okay with that. I just really wanted that orangish color, and I didn't have anything that was thin enough. I need to get some ribbon that's thinner for kind of this purpose, because I have kind of thicker ribbon. Most of it, is probably 3/4 of an inch or larger, and I don't have a ton of really thin ribbon in my stash, so that's something I kind of need to build up a little bit in some different colors. So That's something I need to be mindful of. And this is just rickrack. And it's old, actually. It's very old. And I do like to use it. Every time I use it, though, it reminds me of a gingerbread man. And I know it's not white, it's brown. I don't know why, but it just reminds me of that. So now we've got those on there, and we need, this one is boring, and so we need to decorate it. And I saved you, when I was going through this, there's like 20 minutes of me auditioning pieces for this until I finally come up with what we see right here. And I don't think you were interested in that, so I cut it out, to be honest. And I decided to use this flower, and what I end up doing, I wish I hadn't done. What I'm about to do right there is I'm going to cut it in half, and I wish I hadn't done that. I wish I would just left the majority of it in one corner and not put it on both corners. That was a mistake, but there was nothing really I could do about it at that point. So looking back, I would have changed that part of it. And so we've got the butterfly on there, and that happens to be a butterfly that I think I was using my watercolor markers or something with it. And then I decided that I was going to put some words on all of them. So I'm going into my word box and picking some words that I think go with each one of the little tags here and just gluing them on. I think it just gives them some interest and just adds something to them. Kind of, makes them... I didn't do a whole lot to them because they're actually really very pretty. They really didn't need anything, and they really don't need the words. You don't have to do it. I like to add words to things, so I went in and did it. And that's what I'm doing, picking different words and sticking them on there. I had actually designed these words in a program and printed them off. But everybody has them. It has words that you can download. A lot of them are free. Tim Holtz has some that you can buy. I know that there's other places that have sheets of them as well that you can purchase. And just, they're in sticker form. You can just stick them on there. You don't even have to glue them on. So, and I have all kinds of different things. And one of those other sections, I've got sayings, like quotes and things. Just little bits and bobs to add to them to make them a little bit more unique, I guess. And the person that gets the journal, when they look at it, they'll, maybe it'll remind them something, and they can journal on the back of the card with it or something. I don't know. Figure it out. I'm just messing as I go. But I do like them, and I think they'll be a great addition to the journal that I'm putting together, because it's kind of a planner journal, and I'm working on it over the next, you'll be seeing more of it. I already did the video for the cover of it, so you'll be seeing that, and I think I'll be doing a video of putting it together. And that's pretty much it. There they all are, so you can see what they ended up looking like. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Take care. Thank you for watching Happy Place Crafting. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It means a whole lot.